Well, as we know, soon we will enter the latest version of Zenless Zone Zero, namely version 2.5. Well, interestingly, in version 2.5, there will be 5 interesting banners that are rumored to be present. Among them are Ye Shunguang and Zhao as 2 new agents, followed by Astra Yao, Soldier Zero Anby, and also Alice. Of course, the arrangement of these 5 banners will make us quite confused in choosing which agent we should take, right? So, without further ado, I'm Hoyostation, and we are going to get into the Gacha recommendation version 2.5. Let's do this. Do you have a character or weapon in the game that you really want but you don't have enough stellar jades? Here is a smarter way to recharge your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Look no further than Lootbar. Lootbar is the most reliable top-up platform. It saves up to 23% for all orders compared with the official channel, and it provides an 80% off for your first purchase. It's 100% safe as you will only be using your UID. We will buy pack for 3000 stellar jades for $42, which otherwise would have costed $50, totally saving $7.5. We received the crystals we purchased in the less than 3 minutes. All recharges will be done through the official channel with MiHoYo, which allows you to enjoy all top-up offers. Ready to level up your gaming experience? Check the link in the description to get the amazing discount. Okay, for the first agent that I will discuss is Zhao, which is a new character in version 2.5 that is predicted to be a support for the Ice team, because she is an Ice-type agent with a defender role. For her own kit, Zhao has an EX special attack that can reduce her own HP and heal her teammates. The more HP you have, the more heal given to the team. Well, Zhao will also have a special point called Frostbite Point, which when it reaches the maximum limit, it will activate the Ether Veil Wellspring, the same effect that Lucia has. Just like Lucia's effect, Ether Veil will give team members a 5% increase in maximum HP and an attack of 1000 points. What makes it even more interesting, if we add this effect with her additional ability called Cohesion, the Ether Veil she produces will also give an additional damage of 10% to a maximum of 40% if you have a maximum HP of 27,000 points. Of course, this effect is almost equivalent to the buff effect of support agents like Astra Yao. So Zhao can be used as support, especially in teams that use maximum HP or Ice type to give additional Ice anomaly build up to enemies while increasing damage output for Rapture type agents. Oh yeah, she also has a mode called Basic Attack Final Judgment. This mode can be activated by holding down the basic attack button and making Zhao charge. This charge can last up to 5 seconds, and when the finishing attack of this skill, chain attack or assist follow-up is cast, the duration of the charge will be converted into an additional attack. So it can be said that Zhao herself is an agent who can provide healing, buffs as well as damage contributions that are quite noticeable. Of course, with the expertise she has, Zhao is a universal agent that can be paired with various team compositions, not specifically for Rapture teams only. This character is quite easy to use, so it's suitable for new players today. According to the information we got from Livestream 2.5, we will get Zhao for free. That means we don't need to pick up this character again on the banner version 2.5. So I don't recommend picking up this character again in 2.5 just to get her Mindscape alone, because she doesn't get a big upgrade on her M1. Next, we will discuss Ye Shunguang, who has a unique kit, where she has a mode called Enlightened State that can be activated after triggering her ultimate Earthquake Assist. In this mode, Ye Shunguang will activate the Ether Veil Verdict for 16 seconds. If this effect was active, the entire attack from Ye Shunguang would also turn into owned H damage. In addition, when using ultimate Earthquake Assist, Ye Shunguang can also enter the Enlightened State by having 6 sword wheel points and holding down the basic attack button. and glance information on edge damage. This type of damage is similar to Frost and also Auric Ink guys, where on edge is another version of the physical type, just like Frost, which is another version of the Ice type, and Auric Ink, which is another version of either. Even though it has almost the same effect as physical type, on edges will give a different build-up anomaly than normal physical type. In essence, in the Enlightened State mode, Ye Shunguang entered another mode that could deliver extremely lethal attacks to enemies. In addition, Ye Shunguang has a permanent buff through her core passive, where she gets a 30% increase in critical rate and a 25% in damage. Oh yeah, the Veil Verdict will also give enemies a debuff called Veil Vulnerability based on the enemy's stun damage multiplier. Moreover, Ye Shunguang's entire attack will no longer give a stun damage multiplier and will grant a Veil Vulnerability. From her kit alone, we can predict that this agent has very good potential in the future, especially with her completely changing her appearance when she enters the Enlightened State. Personally, Ye Shunguang is a worthy agent for you to take, especially according to the experience of agents who have unique types such as Miyabi and Yixuan, both of which are still the top DPS that are very dominant in the game. So at this time, I will give a very high score of 9 out of 10. Okay, now let's move on to the agent part that get a rerun. The first agent is Astra Yao, who has an Ether type with role support. This agent is also certainly awaited by many players, considering that she is one of the strongest supports in the game right now. As we already know, Astra Yao has a skill that can allow her to enter the idyllic cadenza state and increase the damage and critical damage of the entire team guys. In addition, this state can also trigger an effect called Tremolo that attacks enemies and gives an attack buff that scales with the attack points she has to herself, and also one partner who switches. I highly recommend you to switch to your main DPS so that the attack buffs given can be maximized. Well, in addition to her massive buff, she also has a court effect, where she can get every 25 energy she has. This court will give an additional attack that is considered an EX special attack. Of course, this skill will allow Astra Yao to deal additional damage to enemies. In addition to buffs, Astra Yao can also provide healing through her ultimate named Fantasian Sonata. This ultimate can provide 2950 HP recovery to all team members while triggering quick assist. Astra Yao will also directly enter the idyllic cadenza state. According to data from Pride.GG, Astra Yao has a usage rate of 49% in sheer defense and 37.99% on deadly assault. This indicates that Astra Yao is a very good agent, even after her release in version 1.5 ago. I highly recommend you to pick up Astra Yao for those who don't have it, especially thanks to her very flexible buff that can be used in various team compositions. With the advantages she has, I will definitely give her a score of 8 out of 10. For the next agent, we will discuss one of the agents who have received buffs before, namely Soldier Zero Anby. Soldier Zero Anby is an agent with an electric type who has the role of an attacker. She has a kit that is quite simple and easy to play, where she can deal attacks through aftershock damage to enemies who have White Thunder. White Thunder can be activated by using EX special attack to attack enemies who have Silver Star mark. Currently, Soldier Zero Anby occupies the highest throne as the main DPS in the Aftershock team, along with Trigger and also Orphe and Megas. The damage she does is quite big, especially if you have a team that has a good synergy with her. After the buff given in version 2.3, it's clear that she is now getting a performance boost, although some tweaks are needed. Soldier Zero Anby also has an increased aftershock damage to all team members through her additional abilities. This effect will certainly be very suitable if you use teammates who can perform aftershocks such as Trigger or Orphe. According to data from Pride.GG, unfortunately, even though Soldier Zero Anby has been buffed in version 2.3, it's still rarely used with a usage rate below 6% in content such as sheer defense and deadly assault. Of course, this will greatly determine whether it's worth taking this agent in the next version. Personally, I recommend you to take Ye Shunguang because she has more interesting gameplay and potential, especially since she is now also a new agent who will be present later. So at this time, I don't really recommend you to take this character, especially if you don't have a support agent for the Aftershock team. So I will give it a score of 7.5 out of 10. And the last character that will appear in version 2.5 is Alice. Yep, this character who has just appeared has already gotten her rerun for the first time. Alice is a very powerful agent. She can deal great damage with her strongest kit, called Basic Attack Starshine Waltz. Alice will charge for 3 stages and will attack enemies in front of and around her. Interestingly, Alice is an agent who can trigger another version of Assault called Polarity Assault. The good thing of Polarity Assault is it can trigger disorders, even when interacting with normal assaults. Alice is an agent who belongs to the Anomaly team. That means she will be a great fit with many agents who have Anomaly-related kits, such as Bernice, Vivienne, and Yuzuha, who are special support for the Anomaly team. If we look at the data I got from Pride20GG, you can say that Alice is the unit used by many players today, although not as high as Astra Yao. In sheer defense, her usage rate is at 7.38%, while in Deadly Assault, her usage rate is at 35.65%. Quite high, isn't it? Obviously, with an agent as good as this, I will give a score of 8 out of 10. Although Alice is not the strongest agent at the moment, she is a top tier DPS for the Anomaly team. But unfortunately, if you intend to take this character, then you must have several support agents for the Anomaly team, because without a support agent, her kit will not be able to work properly. Okay guys, maybe that's all for now. Who do you want to take in the upcoming version? Please type any comments down below and don't forget to check out my other videos because they are no less cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.